Aquarius, this is your ethereal news for January 2021. So Aquarius, we start off with finances kind of moving along very slowly. So I want to say the money that you're generating, or even some sort of material gain, whether it's work not picking up yet, things are moving very slow. And also at the beginning of the month, you're having to walk away from something, okay? So you could be moving away from a job or whatever you're doing for a living, because things have been moving very slow, okay? And this has been a process that has been going on for quite some time. And I feel like you've stuck in there and you've given whatever you do for work an opportunity for things to pick up. But since things have been moving so slow, you think you're getting this intuitive feeling that it's just time to move on. So yeah, it's a very much of an intuitive feeling that it's time to start something new, because I feel like this way of living, which this way of earning an income, job, whatever you do in the world for a living, I feel like that it has kind of ran its course and there's just no progression. And things are just moving so slow, and right now it's like you're in this mode where you want to go out and you're having this intuitive premonition that's calling you inside to kind of like pick up and just go, as far as work, as far as what you're doing in this world to secure your place in it. So I see you starting this this voyage where you're having to just pick up and go, because it's like, I feel like in the past there was something very stable in your life and you were at a very stable point, and this stability that you created for yourself in the past had you gained a lot from it, materialistically wise, okay? You've gained a lot from it, but now things have been moving slowly, and I feel like you're just giving. Okay, so this is what it is, okay? You're seeing what you've gained and how far you've come in the past to secure your place in this world, okay? Because Aquarius, you understand that there is a materialistic quality to this three-dimensional realm you exist in, and things have been progressing slowly in this materialistic realm, and you're getting this intuitive instinct where it's time to move away from what you were doing, okay, in this world that was bringing you security, whatever that is. Because what you see yourself in the future, you see so much more potential for you to create more abundance and gain some more groundedness, and really you're reaching for this higher position that is going to bring more material wealth into your life, and you have this vision for yourself, and you can see it in the distance. You can see it, and that's what you're moving towards, but it hasn't happened yet, okay? It hasn't happened yet. But okay, so here's the thing, Aquarius. So once you move away from this this job that you're working or what you're doing to create your security and your place in this world, material wise, okay? Once you move away from that, okay, and set your sights on what is calling you, because you're moving away from that because there's a greater opportunity that's kind of like pecking at you and calling you to leave that and go towards, you know, this new it's like this new contract, this new material, work related, what you do in the world, how you gain your security, finding your place in this world. It's this new materialistic contract that's calling you. Once you start moving towards that, there is going to be success that comes for you in the middle of the month, okay? Because you're going to get this feeling of you are moving in the right direction, okay? You're moving in the right direction, but as you move towards that right direction, the universe is going to, you know, give you these little presents and these little prizes and these little symbolic gifts from the universe that you are moving in the right direction, because every time you go closer to this new thing, I want to say this new thing that you're doing in the world that is creating security for yourself material wise, once you move towards it, you're going to have success every step of the way, is what I'm saying, okay? And this is going to cause you in the middle of the month to start really listening to this voice, because I feel like your higher self or your intuitive guides or the divine is really really speaking to you, and it's having you go within, because you're having to leave something behind, Aquarius, and you're just trying to understand what it's all about. Like, why are you having to go on this new voyage of finding some sort of security for yourself in this world? Like, what is it all about and what it entails? Because Aquarius, you are a sign where you want to really dissect and mentally understand what's going on, especially in your life, every step of the way, okay? It's like you have to know. You have to know. So, and then we come, like, I feel like they may have to be something you leave behind on this new voyage of finding your secure place in this world. You're going to have to leave either someone behind or an old way of viewing yourself. You're going to have to leave something behind that you once had some sort of loving connection with on some degree. Okay, that could be, you know, just, you know, an old way that you used to view yourself. It could be literally, you know, a partner or just another energetic force. You're going to have to leave, you know, some sort of, I want to say you're going to have to leave someone behind, because they might not be supportive through this process. And that might kind of keep you stuck in a way, Aquarius. And you don't like to be stuck. You don't like for anyone to interfere with this premonition that you get. Because when you get these downloads, you feel very inspired to go about your business in the Aquarian way, which is very cold and detached. And maybe that's why you feel like you're just going to have to leave this person behind, because you don't want to really explain yourself, because you're trying to figure it out on your own. And it's either they're going to just like intuitively get with it, and if they try to resist or go up against you or get in your way, you're just going to just move on, and you might not even tell them anything. So, I mean, do what you have to do, Aquarius. So at the end of the month, okay, you're having to stand your ground, because like you're having to really fight intuitively. There's something very passionate that's driving you in this direction, okay? And you're not letting anyone stand in your way. You're standing your ground, you're putting up your boundaries, and you're like, this is the way it's going to be. And you're not so much, verbally communicating that. Or you could be, but I really see you just it's like an instinct. It's like an animal instinct where you're migrating now and you have to leave, this certain water hole, and you have to keep going so you can get to the bigger water hole that's going to last. Okay? That's not going to dry up. It's like, you have to go on this journey this way, and either this person can come along with you without any questions and they can have that faith, or they're going to get left behind and you're not going to really feel anything. Okay? And yeah, I see you leaving. This person is definitely resisting, and I feel like you're going to leave them behind because they're feeling left out in the cold. Okay? And they could come with you, but they're not going to really understand it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to really understand it because maybe they're comfortable with you in this little situation and they don't want to make any major moves, but you have this instinct, this calling that is leading you in another direction, and you're going to have to make this physical move. It's a physical move, okay? So they could be just dragging along behind you, but they're going to feel a lot of resentment if they do, okay? So let's get the last card. But see, at the end, if they do come along with you, which I see them coming along with you, but they're gonna be like such a damper on everything. It's like you're gonna have to literally drag them. They're not gonna say, oh, I don't want to come along with you, or you're not gonna just like kick them to the curb or leave them behind or abandon them, but they're gonna come along with you, and it's like you're gonna have to drag them. However, it's going to pay off at the end, because what you did, where you're going, like I said, it's like this whole read, I see that you're having to leave this one little small water hole of an oasis because it's drying up, and there's this other huge water hole waiting for you with this big oasis that's rich in nutrients, that's rich in life, that's rich in security, that's rich in wealth. And once you arrive to that destination, you will be fine. You'll be okay. And they will thank you for it. So that's what I see, Aquarius. So let's get you a Law of Attraction card. The Law of Attraction is always matching. You'll have to excuse me, my wrist is really sore and I'm trying to shuffle the best I can, but I strained my wrist and it's still sore, so that's what that's all about. Universe. The universe will show me the right path to take to reach my goal. Wow, that ties in so perfectly with the read. I'm glad that came out. Because, I mean, what more to say about that? Yeah, so this is a huge goal for you. And the universe, like I said, is leaving you these gifts and these prizes that are just these little kisses, these little kisses of success along the way, because you're moving in the right direction, okay? So whoever doesn't understand that, if they want to come along, they can crawl behind you. If they need you to drag them, carry them, whatever, if it's worth it, do it. But you know what you're doing, Aquarius, and you're being a good leader, okay? So I would definitely follow you. And if you had that kind of instinct, I would just be right there at your side, walking along with you. I would trust you. You got this. So that was amazing. So Aquarius, this is your ethereal news for January 2021. Take care.